which is in the process of being attacked. This is Prey. We are nearing the finale sequence, I do believe. Though I have not yet experienced the finale sequence, and so don't know what it looks like, it's sure booming and crashing a lot, I'm gonna assume. Alright, so we are trying to head to the heart of the coral, because we have this null wave transmitter device. I'm not sure if it's actually in my inventory, or if it's like a special story item. It's a prototype null wave transmitter, very similar to this. And we are attempting to disrupt all Typhon aboard the station, including the Apex Typhon outside the station. I was told by January, I believe, it may have been December, I believe it's January, not to scan, like Psychoscan or whatever it's called, Psychoscope? I should know the terms. The Apex Typhon, lest I lose my mind entirely. It seems to be sort of a Lovecraftian bargain that I don't want to do, so I'm going to try to avoid hitting the let's zoom in on that button at all costs. What do we have going here? I'm probably going to need a glue gun for me arts and crafts. Stop zapping. Oh, I missed. There. Stop zapping. I'd love to have this, just in case. Don't scan it. I know you're curious, but don't you scan it. It's about to blow. Oh, don't do it. It's like, go ahead, scan me. I bet you'll like what you find. Hello, hello. It's so nice to see you guys there. 2 in one day, indeed. I couldn't leave us on such a cliffhanger for long. So I don't think that's the right way to go. I don't want to climb that like a beanstalk. I hardly have the thighs for it. Is there another way around? Maybe there's an elevator down this way. Oh, it's so boomy and crashy. I think we're about to die. I do believe that's what that means. Restrooms don't seem like much of a... I guess it's clean rooms. I was gonna say, that doesn't seem like much of an elevator. I'm in the depths. I'm in the suet. What? No. Let's just check if there are elevators back this way. Why is it so piney? Is that just Fabuloso? I didn't care for it. Don't scan it. I know what you're thinking, but no. Scientific curiosity. Be damned. In this particular instance. Hello, Heart of the Coral. Maybe I was a little premature in that. Hello, Heart of the Coral. There, we fixed it. I'm carrying a gun. No. Where did you hear that? Why would you hear that? Who did you lie about that with? Together. As a vicious, slanderous... Welcome. It's so nice to see you there. I am, in fact, and I'm sorry I made you think otherwise. For even a moment. See, now I want to use my psychoscope for normal is that coffee cup going to chew my face purposes, but I don't want to accidentally catch a tendril in there and lose my ever-loving mind. Material extraction, yeah, I could make some jokes about that, but this is a refined and sophisticated channel. Pinkies up. So we're not going to make any jokes about how scared I am as to make material extraction. Alright? Hey, Phantom. Tickle tickle? And a good day to you, sir. I don't quite remember how to get in there. It seems they want me to go on a merry chase through some older areas we've previously explored. Shh. Stop chittering. Again, we're a fancy channel. We're not going to make any jokes about chittering or about material extraction. This is not the time or place. I just chittered. Oh, this looks terrible. Let's go this way. Sure. Why do we do this to ourselves? Do not block. Did you hear him, cystoid nest? Do not... Maybe they can't read Russian. I don't want to play. I don't want to play handball or tether stick. I don't want it. No. I'm warning you. I will get out my slightly less powerful sidearm and pop you like a grape, sir. Like an absolute grape. Seedless? Maybe not. You can have a little toughness in there, that's fine. I mean, the metaphor has to work for all of us.
Microgravity detected.
I'm inside. I ran for it, but my back paid the price. Okay, now there's no gravity at all. I'm sure sorry, Typhon. I feel like this is gonna... Like I'm gonna regret this in a second when I figure out the true nature of the Typhon. But for now, die, you alien bastards. So... What's that? Deploy null wave transmitter. Yeah, okay.
Something. The reconstruction is destabilizing.
It was a mistake. What? Alex.
Hurry.
I've disrupted my own null waves, haven't
Come
I?
to the bridge. We can finish this thing once and for all.
Finish this thing, meaning that pie you promised
Miss
me?
headaches. They're getting worse.
Oh, it's our imposter cook. I didn't know if we were going to see him again.
Screaming is louder now.
I feel it.
Getting close. I think screams are coming from the future. And you.
Oh, they're coming from me.
Screams of people on Earth. Screams an animal makes when caught in a hunter's jaw.
Yikes.
Assume Alex's
That's comforting.
plan succeeds. Then what? You're taking a massive gamble that there aren't more predators like the Typhon. In the history of the universe, humans have only recently become self-aware. Yet you're going to kick the door open on a much wider and older cosmic ecology. One that feeds on consciousness. These are shark-infested waters. Alex believes we can be the bigger shark, but what if we're just poor swimmers? And now there's blood in the water.
You know, you make a lot of good points for a version of me. Not used to that. So are they, like, kind of standing down? I have not yet been brutally savaged by alien forces. Damn it, and I paid for the deluxe rate. But maybe I've just been very lucky in this past corridor, and that's all about to change. Hello, hello, good afternoon. It's so nice to see you guys there. You come in to me wanting to play with little balls plastered in warning signs. I'm sorry. I promised this was going to be an appropriate stream, and yet I really do want to kind of lose my mind to it. Just to see what happens, just once, for the kids. Oh, okay. Mind intact. But body savaged by a science operator. I've phased inside of it. We are one now. I can see the code.
You probably didn't see me there.
Yeah, I sure didn't see you there. Could I maybe live again? Could I exist? No? No, that's fair. I mean, it's me or you, so... What are my options here?
Should I change position?
Yes, that would be lovely. If it's not too much trouble. I cannot crouch. I cannot, jump. I cannot turn.
Excuse me.
Well, I guess we're going back a save. Sorry about that. I'll try to jump in to the right, in case that helps us next time. Quick load. Hoping it wasn't too far back, what with my rampant paranoia. Aw, man, it's an appropriate stream. Well, I'm leaving. I'm sorry. No, come back. I promise. There'll There'll be naughty stuff. I don't know what. But God, it's gonna be so naughty. Alright, try the right side. Or was that the problem? Where are you standing? I don't know. We made it. Okay. Whew. Decided to take pity on us this time. So I guess I've just placed it. I shouldn't expect them to be out of commission yet, because I haven't activated it yet. I will do so from the controls. Please no? Please, I'm begging you, no. No, stop, please, I'm begging you, oh God, please. Whee! Alright, don't scan it. Don't even think about it. Don't imagine that it exists behind you. Zapped. In the prime of life. Okay. I don't know if this plan is going to work. There have been so many doubts sown in my mind now as to the nature of consciousness and existence and who am I as a person. Am I a person? What is a person? Am I merely a physical shell that has been restuffed with various ricotta cheeses? I don't know anymore. I don't even... I'm so hungry and tired. My shotgun is also tired and ever hungry. I might need to stop by a recycler. There's one right there, and yet, a laziness. It's strong within me. Let's press on through. I don't care for your attitude, telepaths. Good day. Alright, where am I going here? Presumably to life support. Talos 1 bridge. Is that... maybe in the Arboretum? Let me check the station map. It's gone right out me head. Yes, Arboretum Bridge. Sure. I am more than a person. I am Peter Joseph Lewis, consumer of organ meats and mascarpone and all gourmet types of stuffs. Yes, that food stuffs that I stuff food with and then consume. My favorite. Prefer that to the other kind of food stuff. The kind that I do not consume. How dare you bring this before me? I have had several caffeinated beverages. It probably shows in my madcap ramblings. But I still feel like I'm sleepwalking today. It's like one of those days. I'm never gonna wake up.
Microgravity detected.
Not until I start clicking my heels. Oh, there's no gravity in here. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot about that. Okay. Quick save. My whole butt. Not just part of it like I was hoping. Before I go in for the big shebang, shadoo, shawoopty, I'm not sure what it's gonna be exactly. I'm just thinking up words. I'm gonna repair my suit. That's gonna feel good. Maybe even have a Methuselah apple. Would anyone care to join me? You can bite from the other side. No contamination then. Hi, sir. How are you? I'm not really here. I'm in a field of poppies and daisies so bright. No horrors or nightmares, no siree. I am safe and I am happy on the station. to the bridge with us. Number 1. Wait. Number... No, this is it's supposed to be a fancy stream. Here you are bringing... What was it? Material extraction back up. Ruining my pinky posture. Alright.
Morgan.
Yes?
What's the update on our patient?
Commander
I
Dahl
was
is
just about
making
to
a
ask.
speedy recovery, and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station, and...
Fine, Morgan. I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
Alright, love you guys. You've been my best friends in this, and as far as I know, have not lied to me. So, when we reach the end, and if you do in fact turn out to be real people,
Good evening,
I
Talos.
will side with
As
you.
a reminder, all
This
personnel
is my
must
vow.
complete monthly
Kinda feels like we
physicals
stay
during
on
their
this level.
stay aboard Talos 1. Dr. DeVries
yep.
promises to make them
Oh, hey,
as quick
Alex,
and
you.
painless as possible.
You done? This is a big moment. Have any other announcements to make before you step on my big, big moment?
What the hell have you
Can't quick save it. I've
done?
walked too far down.
I
the
simply
hall.
acted on Morgan's orders.
What have you done?
Nonsense.
Morgan,
What did I order
Your
you to do?
operators locked me out of the comm terminal. We need to
You
link
are
up to the null wave
untrustworthy.
device if we're gonna get that signal off before it's too late.
consider the risk. Alex's plan, if it works, is only a short-term solution. None of us has the right to endanger every life on Earth.
If anyone's playing God here, it's you. Your lunatic plan denies everyone a birthright to the stars.
You know how neuromods are made. The demand will only increase. In the future Alex envisions, many will die for the benefit of a privileged few.
I'm not arguing with a glorified desktop. Kill it, Morgan.
Sorry, Morgan. I won't relinquish
that me
control of the
that
terminal.
you're
You'll have to
arguing with?
destroy me. Which means you'll
I
be
mean, fair
destroying
enough,
yourself.
but it is me.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
What?
I'm sorry, Morgan. I didn't want to harm your brother. The directives you gave me require I do everything in my
fair.
power to ensure you destroy Talos 1 and all the Typhon. Detonating the station safeguards the Earth, and perhaps provides a small measure of reparation. I won't relinquish control of the terminal. If you want to activate the null wave, you'll have to kill me.
Interesting. So to proceed with this plan puts me at direct odds with January, who is my psyche, or a profile of my own mind that I made a copy of, a little backup me, stuffed into a delightful box. Alex Yu is alive, but unconscious. He's riddled with... Well, we won't talk about it. I'm gonna take the ammo out of his gun, so she's not gonna let me use that. What do we have going on outside? Station is being eaten by a... I would think justifiably angry Typhon Mother Lord. I'm assuming that's what they call her, because she is glorious. Emails. I think that's really a priority here. Personal emails. Tell me about the new people. What's going on? I can't wait for the new hires. And wipe that smile off your face, you silly gosling. I know you're smirking. I just pray there's no new folks in psychotronics as part of the Earthside rotation. Ugh. That was rude. Agreed.
Morgan,
Second.
I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien through the hull. You have to move.
What?
Bullshit.
It's crazy.
Every window in this station. It's
Oh,
engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Yeah, I noticed. Sorry, Michaela. I know this is terrifying for all of us. Agreed. And I still can't believe you agreed to that extra neuromod, knowing how creepy those psychos are. Well, psychos are creepy. But worse, their lack of personality is contagious. Even Morgan's got glassy eyes now. Hasn't smiled or made a joke in, what, a month? Yep, it did change me, the process. I can cop to that. Hull integrity is failing. What else do we have time to investigate before this all comes crashing down around us? Penny Tennyson, Where in the... are you? Hello, Penny. The operator I sent you is cycling now, unable to locate you, as I've gouged out its eyes. I am a maniac, and this is my confession letter. Is there something wrong with your tracking bracelet, I mean? Misspoke. Did you leave Talos? Lol. I heard there was an accident down in Cargo Bay. I hope you're okay. Let me know when you get this. A penny, a Tennyson to you. Hi, Peter. At last I have a free day to take solar energy readings from around Talos to validate shielding efficiency. I'll be all over the place for the next 24 hours, and will post my itinerary below. Please let me know if you will be running any particle processes, since it may influence my readings. Thanks. Oh, my flashlight's on now. Good. Hello, Penny. We are running a variety of processes that may influence your data. I have your itinerary, so I will dispatch a science operator with some tools to help you get clean readings. Keep a lookout for it. Good luck. Izumi's surprise birthday party. Hey, everybody. I talked with Captain Marks, and she's agreed to give us a half hour, at end of shift tomorrow to celebrate Izumi's birthday. If you bring a present, put it in the small table in the briefing room. We'll all head in there under the guise of a meeting and surprise her with a toast, maybe some toast, and presents, most of which will also be toast once unwrapped. I'm going to pester Will for a real cake. Will. I mean, I'm sure the real Will is a lovely person, but I'll never trust a Will again. Fingers crossed. Remember, it's a surprise. Yep, Izumi's birthday sure was a surprise for all of us here on the station. Crew. Nearby. Living? No one assigned to be a member, a crew bridge member, is still living. There's a catwalk thing, but the opposite of that. One in the ground, underneath you. Not a catwalk at all, really. I'm sorry I said that. Happy birthday! Aw, 2 baseball gloves. You've earned it, champ. Should I be that flippant with the corpses? Again, I'm questioning the nature of humanity and death, and this game. The flippancy of corpses, so many questions. Captain's loft. It's a little bloodier than I pictured. Hey, Bill. Briefing room card. I'll take it. You can have your EMP charge, just in case. I'll make sure I get my boot prints all over the crime scene. That's good. Flight log. I think we read this one. Yes. We did. Crunchy. Let's jump over it. Learned. I want to be crunchy. Not at a time like this. Hello, Captain. Aye, aye. Jada Mark's cabin. For neuromods. Pop that on out of her eye socket. And... what do you got for me? There we go.
Hans, we need to talk about Annalise Gallegos.
Short and sweet. I was expecting to have more time for sippage. And now I look like a right fool. Okay. Moving on, then. Thank you, Captain, for your, brave... suicide? Sacrifice? Maybe it was a sacrifice. Instead of a very cowardly, Yeah, I'm not one to judge. Surely not. PA system. I have an announcement to make. Everyone to the escape pods. I've made them nice and cushy. There are dim sums for the lot of you. The captain has had his mind wiped, so it's going to be a bit turbulent on the way back to Earth. But you're going to make it there. No, you're going to make it there. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to join the captain. And... no, that's dark. I'm not. I'll wait and starve when the food runs out. So you guys go on. You go ahead. And I'll be here eating dim sum. All right. Smooches. It wasn't on, was it? Okay, fine. So the evacuation message, which I believe I will need to hit before I make my final decision here one way or another, to get people to safety, I will need authorization from Alex Yu, who is currently unconscious. Does it matter if he's unconscious if I can drag him up here up the stairs and just slap his sweaty palm down? So these must just be the actual station-wide announcements. That's really awesome that you can disable them, like those automated medical check-ins and things. Let's do it, just because I'm on a power trip. Alright, I'll be back here with authorization from Alex Yu. Shuttle Advent. Captain Marks, before it's too late, I thought you needed to know that the Shuttle Advent departed just before the first alarms. They did go through standard inspection, but that was before we knew what to look for. If they land in Seattle with one of those things aboard... So there's already someone on the way back to Earth, no matter what decision we make here. I've enabled the scuttle charges on Advent. They can be activated remotely. We can kill them from the... that's too much power for me. Come on. It's in your hands, Captain. Yeah, she felt the pressure of that, it seems. They will touch down soon. When
Good
was
evening,
this sent?
Talos. We'd like to remind you that company policy requires you to log any voluntary extension of your work hours with the station counselor. We know the projects aboard Talos 1 are exciting, but even the brightest minds need adequate rest.
It's just a false sense of power, then. I'm gonna call the IT team. Alright. They will touch down soon. For what it's worth, they have no idea the scuttle charges are enabled. Good. It'll be a surprise. Your fiery death and possible asphyxiation alone amongst the stars, scared out of your mind, every neuron firing in pure agony. Sure, it'll be quick. Captain Marks, your transcribe is offline. I can't reach you, and I know you wouldn't leave Talos while there was still crew aboard. I know it's a long shot, but if you get this message, contact me. I'm in cargo bay at the moment. I have a handful of survivors with me. I hope you're okay. So, where is it? 1 minute, 12 seconds until they land in Seattle. This isn't fair, Captain Marks. This isn't fair at all. I hope you know that. So you can take the risk that they do not have any Typhon aboard, and that Earth will be perfectly safe, and there are several, fine lives, good specimens of character aboard this ship. They're getting closer to Earth now. I mean, the closer I blow it up to Earth, the worse for the media. And the optics of it. 30 seconds away, that seems like, oh no, something went wrong in the atmosphere. This is horrible. All of Earth could die. It's, let's say, 5 people versus, I'm assuming more than, 9 billion or so at this point. I don't know exactly. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Even though I tried. And that is very, very interesting to throw at you at the last second. So there could have been Typhon there. And now, there could be Typhon, everywhere. Just rafting down the Mississippi, having a time of it. Little bindles attached to sticks, like Peter Rabbit. I don't know exactly how they'll arrive. But they're coming. Yeah. They're on Earth now for sure. So this is all meaning. What we do out here, Earth is already lost. And you don't get to know that until you have 1 minute and 20 seconds to make a decision. So, obviously, the right thing to do, I'm sure, is to blow up the ship immediately. Don't even think about it. Cold and logical. Let's punch this problem right in the sternum. But then, ow, my knucks. And you realize that you've damaged your humanity in some way that's never really replaceable, and that if your humanity is so easily thrown away and damaged by your own actions, maybe you should all die and let another race replace you. There's my speech. What a day we're having. All right. Thank you, Captain. Heading back down. I still haven't made this hideous, horrible decision to be that I'm going to blunder. But I think the place is pretty well stripped clean of valuables. Apart from Omar. Sorry, Omar, I didn't mean to leave you out there. Of the valuables to strip list. So I did get 2 key cards. I got like a two briefing room cards and one other that I'm completely forgetting. Was it just the captain's cabin card? Did I even need one for that? Seems pretty open. Is there a secret captain's cabin that I need to swipey swipe for? Where do I swipey swipe? Always take a medkit, yes. Nope. Nothing up here but space spiders. God, they are resilient. I don't think I could activate this in any way. Even though it looks, very comfortable. As toilets go. Alright, heading back down. I don't know where the briefing room is. Captain's loft, observation deck. No helpful signage. Fine. Fair enough. Here's the briefing room. We walked right past it earlier. Everyone's dead. It seems like everyone in a position to make real decisions around here just popped the weasel, and there doesn't even seem to be that much sign of Typhon activity, like, why? I mean, I know why, but why? We've got a bridge safe. Remarkably unsecured for a bridge safe. Just for the sheer principle of the thing, I have to go for this. 1 dot, really 1 dot of hacking for your greatest secrets. Fine. Who am I to judge? That was a very important sounding neuromod. I put it in my pocket, I was like, oh. Hi, Sky Braxton. Some more goodies from you. Thanks very much. That's nice. I'm assuming this late in the game, there's really not too much of a point in crafting things. Who are you trying to impress? Oh, that was very violent of me. I just wanted to lift the bolt caster gently. But no, I hope today, ill and happy. Is memorable and happy. Never mind. We're moving along. Nice slippers, Izumi. I hope you get... wait. I forgot. Authorized personnel only. Time for a quick save. How dare you share my password so openly? 1, 2, 3? Is that not secure? I thought that was... Wait a minute. Are you kidding me? The invasion itself is a simulated screen. And is not happening. There is no hull breach. I'm still inside my apartment.
Moving.
You've toyed with me so much. You've toyed with me from January to December and back again. And now we're here. Look at us. Hideous what we've come to as humans. What is this place? It seems like I could probably jump up there, but the point, ... would be Dot dot dot. Bragging rights, I suppose. That's quite the reveal. And I feel silly. I hope that's what the developers intended. What is this hideous place you've constructed, Alex? Are you an android? Or are you just the worst of us? Yes? So many musical stings down here. I don't know what I'm supposed to be reacting to exactly. So far, I've seen nothing of importance. This appears to be coming back around to where I started. Let's try this other pathway real quick. Just in case. And this leads all the way back out to the elevators. Okay. I'm sure that was really super helpful at one point. It's probably not something I need to worry about, despite the dramatic violins. I'm just gonna try to jump back up here somewhere. Get back to Alex. Though maybe the quickest way is here, and I'm being silly. Crouch, please. Yes. You can't crouch and run at the same time. That's where I'm
Good
being
evening,
selfish.
Talos.
I understand
Dr.
now.
Hadley Dalton will deliver
I
a
tried so
supplemental
hard to
seminar
disable
on
you,
neural connectomes
madam.
in the lobby training center later this week. Sounds exciting. Space is limited, so reserve
Alright, we're back.
your seat by
So,
emailing Dr. Dalton.
The decision we have to make here. I either need to kill January and enact the prototype null wave transmitter device, which supposedly will zap away all the Typhon in the area. However, are there any Typhon in the area? Has this all been a massive chess game? And if so, what is the point of playing it with me if I am human or a scientist? This is my question. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, though. 1 second. It's so nice to see you guys. So many of you here today. It's awfully nice to see you. Peter transcends 5E alignments. Oh, no. Sometimes he's lawful good, but other times... It's so good to see you guys. Alright, so I would have to kill January in order to enact the device, which may or may not do anything at all. Even presuming, let's put ourselves back in the, this is definitely real and happening. You know, I just want to make sure this isn't specifically what this does. Like maybe it's a live feed from Atmospherics, or the Arboretum, I mean. And it's not a simulation? Like that gives me strong, this is not happening at all vibes. But like we lost gravity in the Arboretum, and this may just be a live feed from there? I don't know. I don't know what to believe. But, assuming that the aliens are real, the Typhon are real, and this is a real situation, if I activate the null wave transmitter, January's problem seems to be that all of the material, the actual physical Typhon, are still here. They're just sleeping or suppressed in some way, and that's just kicking the can down the road. They will wake up. We will be right back in this situation if I activate this. However, it does give everyone the chance to get off the station. I suppose if the evacuation button in the captain's loft, like... it needs Alex Yu's authorization. Let me see how far I can get with it. Because if I can give the order for everyone to evacuate now, then I could blow the station with a clearer conscience. Sure. Let me see what my options are here. So, evacuation announcement. Enable. must not be something... Like, I must not be able to use this whole system until after I make a decision about Alex. I'm assuming that's the case. So I either need to kill January and use this screen, or I need to, like, go back to this objective, Perdition, and activate self-destruct consoles, which appear to be back that way in the reactor. And that's about it. So, there does not seem to be any way, if I choose the Perdition option, there does not seem to be any way to enact an evacuation. After all the work we've done to incapacitate Volther Dahl, etc., and save all of our potentially human friends, it seems like a shame. I hate, even more than losing human lives, potentially human lives, I hate losing the life of a little floaty robot. Especially when that robot is me.
Soon, the Apex Typhon will have invaded every quarter of Talos 1. Decide.
It's like the Parthenax dilemma all over again. And I'm not handling it well. Hey, January. God, I'm not handling it well. Alright, Alex, you sack of biohazard waste. Wake up. Transmit the prototype null-wave signal. Decisions made.
What is a neuromod? Well, it's both an easy answer and a complicated one at the same time.
And what just got fired off towards Earth? Was that part of the signal?
Our past.
It does seem to have deactivated the Typhon, though.
This is the work TranStar does.
As far as I can tell, the Typhon are real from this perspective.
It's immortality. And it is beautiful.
Well, you're not wrong. The consequences, though, Alex. Ah, right to the credits? I was expecting a little more revelation. Maybe I'm being impatient. This is an amazing game. Like, I've lost my mind already. I didn't even scan the Apex Typhon, and I've lost my mind 7 or 8 times. What's next? Now entering a hidden location. Simulation over?
It's finished.
Oh, hey, everybody.
How did it do?
Alex.
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, and nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
Feet?
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view, this demonstrates strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
In principle, I was hoping we'd see some reality there.
I would have died without my med. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram. Things did not end well for him. But...
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're
Thank
next.
you, Michaela.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37, but it left him alive. It could mean a low drive for retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to activate the null-wave device. Why? To preserve the Typhon technology? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
Yeah, I think I'm already getting a little peek at what you're going to show me. Well, with the fact that I have no physical hands.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories. This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
Them all. Or take Alex's hand. Oh good, I can pause it. So, I am Typhon. Morgan Yu is long dead, and they made it to Earth. I'm not sure if my decisions had anything to do with that whatsoever. In all likelihood, they made it to Earth no matter what, or else this experiment wouldn't be happening. Everything I've learned on the station, everything that I've tried to do on the station has been in the preservation of the remaining human survivors. I have fought with the Typhon, and killed the Typhon at every opportunity, which would now be my own people, who, though it's just a simulation, in my mind, I have betrayed and killed, in order to save human lives. And I was being manipulated to think that that would matter to me because I was human and I should respect human life. So now I have to decide if, as a Typhon, do I respect human life? When you have manipulated me quite badly here, and things have not necessarily been glowing for you as a species. Everyone's been backstabbing each other and making secret smuggling deals and trying to sell each other's organs. Not really a real savable bunch. However, it is quite a striking image to see Earth inflamed with psychic tendrils of terror. And I have seen, in Igwe, Michaela, our friends here, a spark of humanity that continues to exist even in their robotic forms. It's not as if that's all simulated. The connections we've had, the judgment they just gave me, which was very sweet and very flattering. It is, however, just sort of horrifying to think that, though I have a say in it now, I did not get a say in it at any point throughout this process. This is not a diplomatic first contact situation. It is very much a last-ditch lobotomy effort to try to sway a member of the Typhon to their side. I appreciate it. I do understand humanity better now than I did just screaming at your face from across the galaxy, as I've been doing for, hundreds of years now, I must imagine. What a decision! So, there is that primal, psyche element that says, you lied to me, you die now. But the robots, they're going to be included in that. I mean, we could give Alex Yu a poke, but Dio Igwe's just been following his programming as best he can. I'm interested in the idea of our two species understanding one another better. And I guess that's what the question comes down to. I've rambled far too long on this. I do apologize. The question is, we have been fighting. I don't know how long. I don't know how severely. I don't know who's winning or losing. We have been fighting the Typhon and humanity. And by killing you all, I will be continuing that trend of fighting and dying for no good reason. This was ballsy and inappropriate, and I would have liked to have been told ahead of time. But I do believe if I was a Typhon, the experience would have made me understand humanity better, and at the very least understand that they're angry raccoons backed into a corner who will smuggle and backstab each other and kill each other at any chance they can get. And that's not someone you really want as a constant enemy of yours, the army of raccoons. So let's try to work it out. I'm going to say, how dare you, first of all, and then I'm going to take your hand and gently squeeze it, and I'm not going to kill you all. Especially not you, Dio Igwe. Okay.
We're going to shake things up, like old times.
Who knows? Who knows what the right choice is? So, no difficulty, settings whatsoever. I've breezed through it, looking like an absolute champion, I'm sure. Ooh, the stunning performance. No Typhon powers acquired. That was what we were going for. We did get a bunch of human abilities. 1 human killed, 14 rescued. We never did see the imposter cook either, did we? So it's like some things are missing from our playthrough. But I think we did relatively well, all things considered. I will not wax eloquently anymore, I promise. That was such a speech. What an amazing game. I cannot believe what we've experienced here. I'm sorry this wasn't better put together into one block of time, but I'm glad we finally got there. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for musing with me on the nature of whether or not humanity should live. I really don't know. I just don't know. So I might have to jump back a save at some point to try to figure out the imposter cook situation. I'm sure there's something fun behind that. If I can bring you guys along for it, I will. But we will consider this a complete first playthrough, hardly 100% or anything, but a good run-through of the story. The final decision after all of my rambling, I'm so sorry, you got a call during it, was to take Alex Yu's hand. If I had killed them all, I would be continuing the cycle of violence. Let's try something new. So I took his hand, and it seemed to make me, by making that decision, I seemed to turn more human in appearance as well. As if the Typhon might have that ability, should we only choose to cooperate. So, thank you for your time. I will get out of your hair for now, and we will be on to a new game next time, as the guitar swells and swells. It was so nice to see you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. And I will see you next time. Smooches for now. Love you guys. Bye.